Maximising your annual super contribution might not be enough. Let me explain why. At the beginning of the financial year, the government made some significant changes to the super system, and they've reduced the ability for people to put money into the super system. That now everybody has an annual, what's called concessional pre-tax limit of $25,000 a year that they can contribute to superannuation. Now, the closer you are to retirement age, that makes no difference, but what it does do is greatly reduce the number of years that you have ahead of you to contribute money to super. So just reflecting on a couple of conversations I had with two different clients last week, regardless of what you're earning, everyone has the same limit. So $25,000 a year of pre-tax money can go into superannuation. Remember that there is a little bit of tax payable on that, so whilst the headline figure is $25,000, after the tax man takes their little bit, it only leaves a touch over $21,000 going into superannuation on an annual basis, assuming you're maximising the amount that you're putting in there. Now, if you've only got 10 years to go until retirement, that's only a little bit over $210,000 that you can be contributing to super, and then the rest of it's up to the balance of your account to grow over time. Unfortunately, there is another limit that we have here in Australia, and it's an after-tax limit of $100,000 per year per person. The after-tax money obviously helps, but if you're solely relying on the contribution that's going into super from your wages, be highly surprised if that is going to fund an adequate retirement for you. A lot of studies have been done, and the general consensus is that a figure of somewhere between 15 to 20% of your annual salary is what you should be saving towards retirement. This $25,000 a year limit is easily achieved if you're a relatively high income earner, or if you're a family earning maybe somewhere between $200,000 to $300,000 a year. There's plenty of those out there. The money that you'll likely need in retirement to have somewhat similar lifestyle to what you're probably used to now whilst you're earning your wages, you're going to need a significant amount of money into superannuation. Now, for some people, it's not so much of an issue. Their needs in retirement may be of a level that saving money through concessional contributions is going to be enough, but there's a large slice of the population where it's probably not. Interestingly, in the last few days I've connected with a US-based financial advisor, Meg Bartlett, who's written a piece on this, and it's on her LinkedIn profile. I'll link it in the comments below. But this issue that a lot of Australians are going to be facing over the next few years, unable to being able to put money into superannuation to save for an adequate retirement, is a similar issue that's being faced by a lot of Americans. So what do we do about this? So with a lot of the clients that I meet with and I deal with on a day-to-day basis, once they've got their loans and things under control, we've got a handle on their cash flow, one of the first things that I encourage them to do, if they're able to afford to, is to start to maximise the amount of money that they can put into superannuation. Those on high incomes, it doesn't really take much to get to the $25,000 a year limit. Those on lower incomes, obviously it does, so maybe not appropriate for them, but those on the higher incomes, it certainly is. Once that $25,000 a year ceiling has been reached, we then look at other structures outside of superannuation to save money away for their retirement. Now, one other thing that a lot of people need to be aware of is that the retirement age, or the age in which you can access your superannuation balance, is slowly pushing out further. And over time the government will likely move that further and further out. So those that are wanting what's called an early retirement are probably going to actually need to have a level of assets outside of the superannuation environment that they can live on before they reach an age where they can start to draw on their superannuation balance. So not only are you limited with the amount of money that you can put in there on an annual basis, there's also the age restrictions that we need to be wary of around when you can access it out the other side. So if you're watching this and you don't think you're making the most of the benefits that you can through the superannuation environment, I encourage you to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to chat with anyone that's seen this video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching.